Nights and not for anything positive. In a January game against a tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
Now here's Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Williams. Second shot opportunity. Can't capitalize inside. That's it. 5. Great D that time from Rosario. As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA. But overall, we're a solid offensive team right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score. I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses. And I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen. And that's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here.
Williams passes to Rosario. Back to Williams. From deep. That's good. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. He said this team is going to try to limit the amount of second-chance points they give up. I asked if he had anything specific in mind, and he told me it has to be a team effort in this one. Everyone has to box out, from the guards to the big fellas. Gentlemen?
Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. So, Clark, what does that mean if your man is doing a better job cleaning the paint?
Kevin, that basically means you're being out-positioned and out-physicaled and out-hustled. Come, period.
The Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Here we go. Get it going. Come back. Go straight. Got you. Flash around. I got you straight.
The Hawks working the ball around. 6 to shoot. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Can't connect from short range.
And they're now 1 for 5 to start this game, so having trouble finding any offensive rhythm.
And the shot is good.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Now here's Williams. Williams gets a screen from Rosario. And Williams, here we go. Second chance shot, and it's Williams laying it in.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
Shot! Milwaukee with it. Rebound by Williams.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
0. Goes back up. Rebound, Atlanta. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Number 16. Number 7. Can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Pass to Perez. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks trailing. There's a good screen. And Williams, here we go. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Number 13, defended by Rosario. Shot clock at 5. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers, you know, with some unbelievable plays down the stretch of tight ball games.
And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
The first one falls.
Well, after a brief 2-year drought, the Bucks got back to the playoffs this past season, but it wasn't pretty once they got there, with Several guarantees from players about upsetting the Heat. They didn't win a single game and were swept by the Miami Heat.
You got it out. You got it out.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Back to the Bucks in the playoffs. In every aspect, they were overmatched by the Heat, and no one really thought they would upset them. But many thought, Steve, that they would at least get a game.
Well, I wasn't one of them, Kevin. I thought they were overmatched from the start. And you could tell in that series, Miami wasn't even interested until the fourth quarter. They knew they could just flip a switch and beat this Milwaukee team. And that's exactly what they did.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Number 15. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a playoff, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
And you know, frustrated Steve is over here.
You know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Williams gets the bucket.
One of the sweetest moves in the game, the reverse layup in traffic.
The Bucks shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Outside Williams. Now the pass to Rosario.
You got it.
The rebound. Number 13. And he makes good on the layup.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
You know, during the season before last, the Bucks' problem had been offense. They just couldn't put up points consistently, and even when their defense would hold up, they would simply get outgunned by teams. They decided to change that by trying to be more of a transition team last year.
And Atlanta has possession, trailing by 4. And back to the Bucks actually led the entire Eastern Conference in pace and were 3rd overall in the NBA. Steve, only teams that were ahead of them are the Rockets and Nuggets, 2 teams you always think of running.
Well, it makes sense for the Bucks to have played that style last year. You have that backcourt of Ellis and Jennings, a lot of speed and quickness. They later added J.J. Redick, so you had shooting. So they had to play fast. It made some sense, but in the end, you know, they've made some changes in the offseason, and they're looking to get better.
So it's Atlanta now. After the made shot from Perez, Williams, smooth as silk on the finger roll. Williams has got 9.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Number 15, rejected by Rosario. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. The Bucks making a switch here. On defense, Atlanta.
Switch!
Shot clock at 6. Here's Ross.
Good boy!
Tries again, and he sinks the layup. And the Bucks lead by 4.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot. And you follow just like you got there.
Defended by Ross.
Go.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. The Hawks making a switch here. Bucks passing it around. Tucked it out. A second chance effort.
Don't let him get a rebound.
The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Castro. It's rebounded by Cruz. Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Number 33. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot. And made it work.
It did, yeah. And those second chance points, they do add up.
Yes, sir.
They sure do. That's why boxing out is so important. Defensively, you can't just let a guy get to the rim and not put a body on him.
So it's the Hawks now. After the made shot from Ross. 4 on the shot clock. There's Castro.
For the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
You got this, baby, yeah!
That's that free throw good from Castro.
Sport, fellas, in the sport. Good year, good year. Bring back my
He's perfect from the line this time.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Shoot that, all you!
Number 87. Soft touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 6. And for Atlanta last season, 29 wins against the rest of the conference. Steve, not an amazing total, but ending up over 500 usually gets you a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
And a lot of people worried that they would fall out of the picture last year after they traded away Joe Johnson. You know, they're not a team that can contend for a title, particularly not now with the departure of Josh Smith. But hey, they're relevant in the East, and they've got some good young talent.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. After the made shot from Castro. Number 3, the finger roll finish at the bucket.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
Passes it to Castro.
Let him shoot that!
Here's Reyes.
To the board,
Reyes grabs the board.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Nice D from Castro. The Hawks trail by 6. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game.
Stay there! Yo, look at the clock!
And it's good on the way in. Bucks leading by 4. The dish to Ross. Pass to Cruz. Kicks to Ross. Lock at 6. Shot from 12.
Box out!
Number 33. Powered down with both hands.
Boy, terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder, an outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
The ball! Go over it!
And the pass to Reyes.
I got your help side!
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. And they're pushing it up. Passes it to Cruz. Rebound, Atlanta.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Here is Ross.
Who got ball?
He passes to Cruz. Tipped. 1 second left. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
And so it's Milwaukee now. 4-point game.
Go pick up your man.
Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, a curious signing for the Bucks this offseason, bringing in Pachulia on a 3-year mid-level type deal. This is a team that already had a logjam in the front court with Sanders, Henson, Ilyasova, and Drew Gooden. The Bucks traded away promising forward Tobias Harris last year for what became a couple of second-round picks. They did much the same with Mbah Moute. It's all about getting the most out of your assets. Guys, we'll see how the Bucks do shuffling their pieces around.
That'll be interesting to see. Thanks, Doris. Number 11. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt, but what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be.
First free throw is good. And back to Minnesota. They were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6 games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason, but a team that was able to sneak in last year, they're hopeful to make it once again this season, but it feels like they're kind of stuck in the middle right now.
Bucks out.
Williams can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 6. Pass to Burns. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Nice ball movement on that.
Big coming.
6 on the shot clock. 0.
Crash.
No good with the triple. The Hawks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Castro. Pass it to Rosario. Drilled from 11 feet out. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Perez. 3-pointer. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
Not true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Bucks leading by 4.
Step back.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes going by. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 7.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
The pass to Rosario. For the three. They grab and miss. Comes up empty down low. The Bucks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The 17-footer. Good on the shot. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, they've really kind of struggled offensively here. So I think this timeout is for him to really draw something up, maybe get an easy 2 and get their confidence back.
You know, sometimes an easy basket out of a break is just what you need to get things back on track. And coaches always have plays specifically for that situation, coming out of timeouts for an opportunity to get a bucket.
You play. Yep. Get that ball. I'm up. Fish.
Here we go, Shane. Let's do it.
Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer, good. Bucks leading by 6. And just over 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Switch.
Here's Perez, and he slams it one-handed.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And what I love about watching him play, Steve, is his terrific agility and body control. Even with the multiple defenders closing in, he contorts his body at angles that really give him a chance to make shots from weird positions all the time.
And Atlanta has possession, trailing here by 8. And they're moving it up. Number 13. Target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I'm open.
No shot.
Passes it to Perez.
Watch it play.
Following the clock. With the shot. And the jumper is good. 11 points in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here's Williams. He's got 9. The layup off target.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Pass to Perez. Second shot opportunity. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Bucks lead by 12. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Williams to stop the drive. Another miss by Williams.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively.
I got ball.
0.
Come get it.
Number 15. It's rebounded by Rosario.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Gets it to go. Bucks leading by 10. And there's the pass to Perez. Rejected by Rosario. But they get it back. Inside. That's good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Atlanta calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
For a long time, it's been about getting out and running for Atlanta, and that was really one of the strengths of the team last season as well. Really one of the better teams in fast break points in the league. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Number 15, defended by Perez. Williams. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Williams has got 11 points. And for the Hawks, who are so good on the break, ended up third in the league last year in fast break points. Steve, not surprised with the athletes that team has.
Yeah, but what's changing, Kevin? With Josh Smith's departure, I think is a big blow. They're not as good in transition anymore, but they do have some exciting young talent, young players who can get out and run. So it's going to be interesting over the next couple of seasons to watch this team unfold.
Number 13, and another basket for Milwaukee. And so it's Atlanta with it. It's a 14-point game. Got a piece of it. Pass to Reserve.
baby!
Just 5 to shoot. Feeds to Williams. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you go back and you look at the numbers from last season, he knocked down about 77% of his free throws.
You know, when you're in the East, you don't have to necessarily be an above 500 team on the road, but you got to be close to 500. The Bucks were a solid team on the road, and that's why they made the playoffs.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a rare breed, a stretch four who's also a big factor on the offensive boards. Ersan said, that's part of my game, to be active. Some nights you aren't going to hit those shots, but if I have this in my pocket, just go in there and crash on the offensive glass. It's all about second effort. Guys?
Well, it seems he can do both, Doris. His role is steadily growing, too. And he can't get the first one. And Clark, you talk about the Bucks. They went 17-24 on the road last season. That might not be the most impressive mark, but it was still 7th best in the conference in terms of road wins.
Well, the East was pretty weak. We know that. And the Bucks making the playoffs at all was the perfect example of how weak the East was. But look, they can get better. They've got some young talent. They've got some things to be excited about. And one is the play of John Henson, second-year man from North Carolina.
Atlanta with the ball, down by 12. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And checking out the game for Williams. He has 14 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
That's good from Williams.
I got shooter here. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Gotta get the rebound.
And both free throws good for Williams. Bucks leading by 10. Here is Rooks. Number 13, defended by Reyes. Shot's good. He's got 8.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Now here's Williams. He's got 16. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. Number 13. Off target from three-point range.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Ross grabs the board.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Oh, gotta move!
Number 87. Blocked. Pass to Reyes. On the wing, Williams. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Williams has got 19 points. He dishes it to Ross. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 11. There's 1:17 left now here in the second. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. The Bucks making a switch here. Left in the first half. Williams kicks to Williams. Ross grabs the board. Bucks leading by 11. He passes it to Cruz. Rebound Atlanta. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Number 24. Banked in off the glass. 46 seconds left to play in the first half.
Hey, heads up!
The pass to Cruz. Bucks passing it around. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Well, last year collectively, I mean, this team shot 74% from the free throw line. Pretty low number.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
The Hawks making a switch here. Good on the second free throw.
You know, as we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter.
So it's the Hawks now. It's a 10-point game. Number 12. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Bucks shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Cruz the pass to Ross.
Here we go. No shot.
Passes it to Cruz.
Watch it.
6 to shoot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw off from Cruz. Number 24, off target at the rim. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bucks ahead. They're up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's halftime, and I'm Damon Bruce, ready to bring you our halftime show. The Milwaukee Bucks red hot up to the break. They've been relentless attacking the rim, dominating in points in the paint, and the bodies down low have been banging away. And hanging tough, the Atlanta Hawks. Tremendous defensive effort out there. They're challenging every shot and sending them into the third row. And that will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The second half just about to get going here. You have to like what we're seeing from Williams.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Right there!
You got it! Yo, I got it!
Pass to Perez from downtown. Rebound Atlanta. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Williams. He kicks it to Williams. Can't get it to fall.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now here's Williams after the miss from Perez. Number 16.
Get it!
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
I got this screen.
Number 13. Offensive rebound. Number 91. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
What a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
Number 16. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Number 13. Defended by Rosario. The pass to Perez. Beyond the arc. Good.
Get up on him!
14 points for him.
That was an important bucket. They're only 1 of 5 now, so they really had to get their offense quick.
Passes it to Rosario. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Williams. The floater. And that one's good. Williams has got 21 in the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Perez. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
Outside Williams. The open shot, Williams.
Nice shot, man!
Williams, who picks up the assist. 23 points for Williams. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. right around 3 minutes into the second half.
Here we go. Get a good look. Good look. Good shot. It's a good shot. Back here.
And the pass to Perez. Clock at 6.
Go.
And that one's good. He's got 18. The Hawks trail by 11. Williams kicks to Williams. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Number 16 cannot hit. Excellent D from Perez.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's always been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
Don't let him shoot that.
Number 16, defended by Perez. Number 7, that's good. Bucks leading by 9. Number 91, he's guarded by Williams. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play, even with the defender draped all over him. He's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And also, he catches a lot of defenders off balance. He has the ability to pull up and drain shots off the bounce. It's a very effective skill to have.
So it's the Hawks now. After the basket by Milwaukee. And shot on the way.
Way to grab.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bucks leading by 11.
Come on, box him out, man.
Gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Now here's Williams. He's got 23.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victory.
It's rebounded by Rosario.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
The ball. Go over it.
Number 16.
Grab the ball.
They get it again. Number 12. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bucks leading by 11. Passes to Perez. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 20.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Williams has a screen for Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And that one falls for Williams. And the Bucks making a change here.
You got it out. Get you the pitch down there. I got shoot.
Good on both. Bucks leading by 11.
Who's watching him?
Pass to Perez. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And the Bucks making a change here. And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Perez. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
I got ball.
Number 7, defended by Perez. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
And so it's Milwaukee now. 0. He's got 8.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
This is the Williams. Lets it go from 14. The shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing him around physically at this point.
6 to shoot. The pass to Perez. Lets the 3 fly.
Hey, come on, grab that.
Rebound by the Hawks. Passes it to Rosario. From the baseline. And the shot is long. Bucks leading by 14. There's a screen. Number 11. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Six on the shot clock. Number 16. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 7. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 5 to shoot. Pass to Perez. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender around, he just planks the open jumper.
And that one's good.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Hawks trail by 10. On the wing, Williams. Shoots from the baseline. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Hawks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Well, 72% as a team last year from the free throw line. So the struggles continue, guys.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And the first one drops. And the Bucks making a change here.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Stay with the rebound.
And Williams drops them both.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. And that one's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Castro passes to Williams. Castro takes a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Bucks leading by 7. Here is Ross.
Oh, knock that in.
Number 11. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Help out! Skip!
Only 2 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's the pass to Castro.
Get it out quick! I got ball! I'm back!
The feed to Williams.
I'm here.
And there's the rejection. Number 13, defended by Castro. Some solid defense from Castro. The Hawks trail by 7. Outside Williams. From the arc. Shot is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
Watch outside!
At one point, they led by 16. Number 13. And he hits the jump shot. 12 points for him. 20 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go, attack. Here we go. Get a good look.
Outside Williams.
Let's get a good shot.
He passes to Castro. Back to Williams.
I'm back.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Williams has got 13 points now in the quarter.
This is incredible. It's been a 3-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
Come to me, come to me.
Passes it to Rosario. Castro off target with his 3. Pass to Ross. It's rebounded by Rosario.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give.
And Milwaukee has possession. After the miss from Castro. Number 15. That's good. And the Bucks lead by 8.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
You sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
Williams defended by Perez. And the shot is good. 34 points for Williams.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
And he makes the first.
Boy, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
The Bucks making a switch here. He's off on the second. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Castro.
I see you, I see you.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. All sorts of times. And he hits the jump shot.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Bucks leading by 5. He feeds it to Ross. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Williams with the defensive effort.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin. He's been off ever since the second half started. Not even been fired up.
And so is Atlanta with it. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Now the pass to Castro. Can't cash in from close range. The Bucks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Ross, and it's blocked by Castro. Number 16, defended by Ross. Number 16 misses the 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Maybe I'm open.
Here is Ross. Number 15, defended by Castro.
Come on, man, defend him.
And the Bucks lead by 7.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Pass to Perez. Number 91, Williams with the block. But they'll get another chance. Number 91, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
But they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Go screen. Got you. Flash around. I got you, screen. Use me.
Number 16, defended by Perez. The Hawks again can't hit. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Ross. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Atlanta's gotten off to a 4-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Number 16, defended by Perez.
Get there.
Pass to Rosario. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
And the Bucks making a change here. And so it's Milwaukee now. 0. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams. The Hawks trail by 11. Number 16. That's blocked. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
Get it.
It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
Yeah, it's the anticipation more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does. Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
The pass to Perez. And he's good on the 3-ball. 27 points for him.
You know, the first thought from the defense there was to protect the rim, so that's why he was open for that transition 3.
Down low. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
They're losing their composure a little bit here on the bad end of a run.
Yeah, they are. They need to come up with a rally-wrecking play here to stop this run.
Number 15 picked his pocket. Number 16.
Don't let him shoot the hand. Defend him.
There's the bucket. Good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
You got double.
Back up.
You got nothing. Corner. You got nothing. You got nothing.
Pocket 6, number 15. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Set it up.
There's the dish to Williams.
Way to get it.
Number 7. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Bucks leading by 14. 0. He started by Williams. Rebound by Williams. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here we go. Stops. A rebound by the Bucks.
He slipped into quite a funk here.
I got him. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Shot denied. Here's Williams. Gets the bucket. Williams has got 36. The Bucks shooting for the game at 42%. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Bucks said to his team. His message: don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Thank you, Doris.
I got back.
6 to shoot. Number 13. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The first free throw is good. He hits one and misses one. He took the line. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
Set up. Screen.
Number 16. Second chance effort. And Williams with the nice bucket inside.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And so it's the afternoon. At one point, they led by 16. Passes it to Perez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 11. Outside Williams. And the lead is down inside single digits. Williams has got 38 points.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
They set the screen. Pass to Perez. 6 on the shot clock. It's It's rebounded by Rosario. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Number 7. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line maybe.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Perez. Williams fires. They got it back.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Bucks leading by 9.
I got him!
And there's the pass to Perez. Number 13, defended by Rosario.
And you know, they haven't had the best day inside, but they got one when it mattered most.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
Not in my house!
143 left in the fourth quarter. Gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Time running out for the Hawks. Williams attacking. Number 7. And blocked. Number 15. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Shot on the wing. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Kicks it to Williams. Double team on Williams. Number 16. There's the block. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Williams with the drive. Atlanta again missing. The Bucks shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And you know, Clark, you're right. They haven't had a strong day inside.
But Kevin, sometimes it just comes down to making the right play at the right time.
And that one misses. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
You got it out, you got it out.
Put your pitch down there. I got you.
And the second free throw, good.
I'm sure he would have liked to have nailed all of them at the stripe, but that should be good enough to end this thing.
Passes to Reyes.
Yo, sir!
Hey, look at yours, look at yours!
Who got ball?
Number 15, defended by Perez. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
You play.
Yep.
I'm
Here's Cruz. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
Put it back, put it back. With the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
And so the Bucks take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game.